including the fact that when I was a student at Spelman, I was somewhat of a troublemaker. Truth is, I have never quite identified with the idealized image of a Spelman woman. And still today, I'm not what you might call a school spirit girly, which I know is a weird thing to admit given the occasion. For starters, I really struggled to pull together a white outfit, because after all these years, it's still not my color. But perhaps more revealing is that the first time I stood at this podium, giving the valedictory speech to my class in 2001, I had just given birth a week before. So, not quite the idealized Spelman woman. But that's also what I loved and I love deeply about this place. That precisely by bringing us all together under the umbrella of Black womanhood. And so perhaps this is a good time for me to admit that for many years, I wasn't a good sister. As a young mother in grad school especially, I was so focused on jumping through professional hurdles and hoops and surviving the grueling expectations of academia that sisterhood took a back seat. I wish someone would have reminded me at that time that friendships should never take a back seat. They are the fuel, they are the compass, they are the road of any work worth its salt. And so, Spelman class of 2027, as you begin your study of sisterhood, I invite you to embrace it all, the sweetness and the bitters. Because the world outside of Spelman gives us very little space or time to savor the complexity of who we are. Above all else, I want to encourage you to be careful with each other so you can be dangerous together. You too have to be trustworthy. Black faces in high places are not going to save us. Just look at the Black proponents of Cop City in Atlanta's leadership class. Black faces in high places are not going to save us. Just look at the Black woman's hand, ambassador at the UN, voting against a ceasefire in Gaza. That is, our Blackness and our womanness are not in themselves trustworthy. If we allow ourselves to be conscripted into positions of power that maintain the oppressive status quo, or remain silent about the genocide of oppressed peoples around the world funded by our tax dollars. So then, what kind of sister ancestors are we going to be? Successful and compliant, or purposeful and courageous? That is, we are our descendants' wildest dreams. Each of us has the privilege and responsibility of answering that for ourselves, honestly and joyously. With that, thank you for this incredible honor.